By the way, you're correct in what's happening with ChatGPT. There's a great discussion thread of developers on OpenAI in November talking about the decline in the performance of the tool. There are like 200 developers saying something's going on, it's going down. There are a lot of AI tools that are coming that are really, really helpful. So,
what are some AI tools that we should all check out as of 2024?
Yeah. So when things went from ChatGPT 3.5 to 4.0, there was all this generative noise, right? And there are some amazing tools as it relates, as I mentioned, to video, SEO. There's some really good tools that do SEO for you. We just engaged a company called Cassidy. And so we used Jasper in the past, and we use it for some content for websites, and we use it for images to get our creatives going. It was kind of like brainstorming, so you could use it that way. Here's what I love about this tool. And I don't know if there's other ones, there may be, but the problem with the past tools that are generative, you have to understand the prompts. And every time there's a new release, the prompts change. And trying to get the output you want, you have to constantly learning these prompts. Casper, you build the knowledge base on your information. So we have Casper, and we're a G Suite operation. So Casper, or Cassidy, integrates right into our files. So it's sitting on top of G Suite. It goes into our client files, project files, business development files. It's reading all of our proposals. It's reading all our project work. So you can set up assistants. We have a business development assistant. We have a project manager assistant. And it's also integrated into your Chrome browser. It's reading emails. It's attending webcasts. So we use Google Hangouts, and it shows right up right here. I'm reading websites. I can scrape content from a website and dump it right into it. It's working for you now instead of you working for it. It's learning you. And it has workflows. So you can start to automate workflows.
I like that. I was one of the early adopters to ChatGPT. And I was one of the first paid. And then I was like, this is just taking too long. It's horrible. And then I got back on it. And then I started engineering some of my own prompts. And I would even write a prompt to write a prompt, right?
Yeah.
And then it's gotten really bad lately.
Yes.
Of going what is this? You can tell, I remember I told my team, I go, agencies won't get replaced, but people that use AI will. And I still believe that.
Yeah, I did too.
And I told my team, I was like, well, how can you make your job easier using AI? And whenever we say AI, I guess it's they keep thinking of ChatGPT. And now I can kind of tell the things written from that. And it's it's kind of icky. But yeah. I did have some mastermind members tell me about Cassidy.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you kind of that's a really cool tool that it's learning from you and working for you rather than you trying to figure out how to. I almost feel like ChatGPT is you got to try to trick the system in order to get the output that you want.
Yeah, it becomes your assistant, right? And so I think that's it. It's not going to replace people. It's actually going to be additive. And that's where I really was excited when it was going in that direction where it could learn on its own and then assist people. So it's assisting my teams. If they're looking for past project work we've done, it's very helpful in just pulling the parts that we want to look at. And by the way, you're correct in what's happening with ChatGPT. There's a great discussion thread of developers on OpenAI in November talking about the decline in the performance of the tool. There are like 200 developers saying something's going on, it's going down. So it's happening. But for a small business owner, for a small agency owner, being able to get somebody, something that's helping you because you're doing a million jobs, right? So I really am encouraged by what this thing can do for us.
I hope you enjoyed this content. If you want more content like this, make sure you click on the link on the screen or check out your most popular podcast platform where the full episode is there. And until next time, have a swank day. What are you doing? Go check it out. Click on the link. I'll see you soon.